Hi, my name is Amy. Thank you very much for watching, and let's make some bad financial decisions together. So, I don't know what I just clicked, but we're ruining the aesthetic. Um, so, anyways, this is a bonus video. Yieldmax just came out with their distribution list announcement a few minutes ago, and so I'm pretty excited about this. My first thought, because the title of the email said PYPY was at over 100%. And I was like, oh no, in my retirement account, did I sell PYPY? I couldn't remember. And I did get rid of a lot of the Yieldmax funds that were getting around 30% because um, I'm going to invest in sorry, not QQQI, QDTE and XDTD and RDTE. Instead, I figured um, like MSFO, it's getting 26%. And it's not bad. Okay, so the original thought process was um, if I'm in enough of these funds, it is diversified. And I took them and I weighted them from like the best performing to the least performing. So the best performing I had more shares in, and the least performing I have less shares in. And I figured some of these at some point they're gonna have, do 30%, 30%, 30%, and then there's gonna be some news that you don't know about, and all of a sudden it's gonna be like a 90% distribution 1 month out of in 2 years, you know? And then, but in the meantime, you've bought your shares for cheap. And so you really get to enjoy that 100% distribution bonus. But um, on the flip side, instead of getting 26.39% distribution and it being a single stock, you could put it into XDTE, get about the same distribution, and it be on an index, which means we don't care about a single company doing whatever they're going to do. So um, I think I'm done selling off my retirement account ones. But, anyways, this is a bonus video because I'm sick and I couldn't sleep. And if I can't breathe, I may as well give you the distributions for Yieldmax. And on the left hand side, we can see this is my regular brokerage account. Tesla, we've all decided, is not actually a good fund for this type of strategy, but you did get 70% yield. An 80-cent distribution is really not that bad. OARC, I did keep in my retirement account. It's 29% distribution. Aptly, just to put this into perspective though, um, my BitU has a 10% distribution. I have 18 shares. I only got 15 cents of distribution last month or this month on August 31st. So it's kind of amazing that, OARC is an okay fund. It is slowly going down. It's going to reverse split at some point. But for the moment, one share you get 29 cents. So it's not the worst. Apple is 30%. Nvidia is still at 70.93%, which I believe is more than last month at $1.35.48 for the distribution, but it's still not 100%. Hopefully, well, there was the big news about the antitrust lawsuit, which depressed the price this Monday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't know, yesterday, but it's like a hiccup, and hopefully we'll get back to our 100% NVIDIA. Amazon has 65 cents, which I do own Amazon, 21 shares. Phoebe has 53 cents, Kui 35 cents, Netflix 51 cents, Coney, which I don't have because I have Misty, but it's not bad at $1.04. And then MSFO is 43 cents, Diesel 46 cents, Zomo is 36 cents, which is one of the only ones that when I bought into these with my retirement account that I specifically didn't buy because it is Exxon and I don't want to buy oil if I can avoid it. Anyway, JPMO 52 cents, AMD 92 cents, PYPY $1.61, which I'm glad I didn't sell those shares. SQI, I also didn't sell those shares, $1.27. Murni 47 cents, which it's Moderna, it's healthcare. It's one of the few ones that are actually diversifying your fund if you want to, make your own yield, cobble together your own Yieldmax, basically. AIYY, Misty, YBIT, Misty is $1.85, people. I am so glad I have 493 shares. I really want 500 shares, but if I wait until after distributions, first of all, Misty will be cheaper, and second of all, it'll count more towards the next time because there's only so much margin I am taking out, and I want to keep back money for buying into RDTE when it ever feels like being in the market. So I'm going to miss the vanity of having 500 Misty, and you can tell I'm totally crushed. But next month I will definitely have 7 more shares either way. I was like, Amy, you have to stop buying Misty. So this was the compromise because you can see that there's a plus here. The compromise is I do have an order out, but it is for is it? Yeah, it's open, so it's for $21.12. So if anyways, $22. It's wow. I'm really sick, but yeah. So I was like, please stop buying, but also if you do buy, just put something really far out of the money, and that way, you can enjoy the feeling of the dip without actually buying anything. And if it does go down to $21.12, at least you'll have the amusement of the palindrome. YBIT, 72 cents. I just already have Misty, so I didn't need YBIT. Crash is the opposite of Tesla, which is 98 cents. So I think they kind of mirrored each other. Yeah, 70% versus 77% in distribution percent, which is interesting because Fiat, which is the Coney opposite, is $1.87. But I only have Misty and Fiat, and I'm kind of angry at Fiat because you weren't supposed to be that good. You weren't supposed to be, you're supposed to be the stupid purchase that goes down to zero. But if you think about it a little bit harder, this does make sense. It doesn't mean that I'm motivated to buy Fiat over $20. I'm going to wait until the next time Misty takes off and the crypto market comes off and it's less than $20, and the goal is to have about 10 to 20% of my crypto play be in the opposite. And if it can have 100% return, and Misty also has 100% return, it just makes it so that with my margin, well, I'm not taking out that much margin anyway, but in the future when I have more margin, at least I'll be preserving my overall portfolio balance. That way I don't have to worry about margin calls as much, in theory, because the fiat is not the opposite of Misty. So sometimes they don't exactly go in the opposite directions all the time, 100%. But I am pretty cool. That's super cool. I really thought fiat was going to be a worse financial decision. So, I mean, the only other question is, if you thought it was a bad financial decision, why did you go into it? And it's because of the last market dip. I was like, well, how do I counter this? And how do I diversify and make it so that when there's a crash, at least something in my thing is green in preserving my wealth? And so that's how we got to fiat, which I thought was going to be stupider than it is. Gotta love having something in your portfolio that you're like, wow, this is really stupid. But dips is the opposite NVIDIA, and it's not doing too shabby either. I'm gonna laugh really hard when these inverse funds, when they wind up being the most NAV stable Yieldmax funds. But it's at $1.21. Babo, which is the new AliExpress, is at 71 cents or 70 cents, and I don't know why it doesn't say what the percentage, but they also have the short of the QQQs, which is at 42 cents. I was excited about AliExpress. I know that it's a Chinese company and it probably won't perform all that well, but AliExpress was my is my cheap things from China app of choice. So may as well get money from them, yeah? But I'm not going to invest in them. I've no intention. Building your own fund with your own weightings is better than Yieldmax. But I am invested in Yieldmax because it pays on a different date. So, anyways, thank you for sticking through with my sick brain. I'm not sure how much rambling this was, but these are the distributions that you got through Yieldmax for this month. Today, Thursday, September the 5th, is the last day that you can buy into this before market close in order to get this distribution. But tomorrow is when people recommend that you buy, because it's a safe day to invest and be reasonably assured that it's a good day to buy. That's what ex-dividend dates are. So do your own research, figure out which of these recovers from month to month, which of these are, what are they like, and what have they done in the past, and what is your risk tolerance for the future? Anyways, all this was for entertainment, no financial advice here. If you like this, like and subscribe. And what is your Yieldmax investments looking like? I will talk to you later. Bye.